I sold Haaland when most people kept him and that's paid off. Now I'm thinking of buying him back next game week, whilst most people are going to sell him this game week. Stick around to find out why. Starting with the goalkeeper position, Verbruggen's let me down a lot recently. It was only 4.4 mil, but I do expect better. Brentford away is not the easiest of fixtures, and it's not the most difficult. I say it's a bit more on the difficult side than the easy side, but there is potential for a clean sheet there, much more than Dubravka against Chelsea away, so he's going to stay on the bench. Moving on to defence, I have got a benching headache and you will see why shortly, but Lacroix's definitely getting in there against Wolves at home. That's a very easy fixture. I've got the Arsenal double up for now. Gabriel's definitely going to start, and that's against Spurs away. Spurs don't have the best of attacks this season, and Arsenal have got the best defence, but that is away from home. Unfortunately, last game week I only got 1 point out of Saliba from 2 games. That's because he missed the first one, then he conceded 2 goals in the second game, which wasn't ideal. Gabriel got himself an assist, but it wasn't enough. He got 7 points in the double. He was my captain, but I'm really glad that I didn't triple captain him. I made the right decision in keeping the triple captainship, whilst Gabriel's got a low ceiling. I have got a bit of a dilemma coming up in the blank game week, but it's a few game weeks away, so I've got time to think about it, and I've still got 3 slots on the bench. These 2 I probably will keep, to be honest with you. A couple of things that might put people off keeping Arsenal defenders is the fact they didn't keep a clean sheet in the double game week, and they've got difficult fixtures coming up, plus that blank. But this game week they've got the second best clean sheet odds. Next game week, despite having a difficult fixture, they've still got the best clean sheet odds. Game week 29 they've got the 4th best, which is still pretty good. Then they're back to having the best again in game week 30, so I do think they're a keep until at least game week 31, maybe after that if you can bench them as well. If you need to buy a defender and you're not restricted on budget, I'd go for Van Dijk. Liverpool are ranked 3rd best for defensive fixtures, and they don't blank in game week 31. Right now I'd say he's probably the best defender in the game because Arsenal have that blank. If you can't quite stretch your budget that high, Anderson's a great pick. He's only 4.5 mil. His next 5 fixtures are better than any other teams in the Prem. If you need to buy a goalkeeper, I wouldn't actually go for the Fulham goalkeeper Leno because he's 4.9 mil. I'd go for the points per million in Kelleher at 4.6 mil. Brentford have got the 2nd best defensive fixtures, and you can invest that money elsewhere in your team. This video is sponsored by Footium. Footium's a game that I play myself and I really enjoy it. If you like Football Manager or just football in general, you will probably enjoy it. I think it's worth giving it a go. You can build your own team, there's plenty of customization, you can grow your players to get better. It's very engaging, you can play matches every day, you can play it in a mini league. I'm hosting a mini league with $100 worth of a prize, so it is worth entering if you're considering it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. If you pick up the game, don't enjoy it, just leave it, but I do think you'll enjoy it. I've got addicted myself. People who joined last season enjoyed it, they stuck around and carried on playing. If you want to join yourself and you want to compete for that $100 worth of a prize, make sure you click the link in the description, and I've pinned it in the comments as well. For those of you who joined in last season in the mini league, you can join this mini league as well, even if you won the last one and got the prize. And if I win 1st place, I'll pass down the prize to 2nd place. Again, if you want to have a chance of winning the prize, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Best of luck. Let's get back to the video. Covering the bench, I'm not ungrateful for Van Dijk's massive haul of 17 points last game week. It's just when you look at my starting defence, it's really difficult to consider whether I start him or Saliba. Right now I've got him on the bench against Forest away, but there's not much in it. It's just that Arsenal's defence is stronger. Van Dijk's more likely to get defensive contributions and he has more of a goal threat, but Arsenal have the higher clean sheet odds and I think that's a bit safer. Van Dijk is great cover on the bench if he stays there, or the player that replacing him if all my players stay fit. I'm glad that Esteve is the 2nd defender on the bench and not the 1st, because if one of my defenders get injured or anything, at least he's not the one to step in first. It is a low chance that he'll step in, and I really don't want that because he plays in the worst defence in the league and he's got to travel away to Stamford Bridge. It's a shame Mark Guehi probably won't be on the other side of the pitch because that would be a very favourable fixture. He has had his uses in the past because he's a budget enabler, but right now he's not much use because I've got 3.3 mil in the bank. Last game week I did say I wish he was Mane, and he only got 4 points, so I'm kind of glad that I've got Mark Guehi for the budget, but I did consider getting Sarri. He was my 2nd favourite transfer that I didn't make. He got 13 points, and that just proves that you cannot write players off. If they've got a double game week, there's a high upside there, even if they're playing a team that's not that good with difficult fixtures. Moving on to midfield, selling Haaland to fund Palmer has more than paid off. Palmer's got 32 points in the past 2 game weeks. Haaland's only got half of that, and he's got Burnley at home this game week. It doesn't get much easier than that, and he's not going to blank in game week 31 either. Selling Haaland for 15 mil helped fund Bruno as well. Unfortunately did blank last game week, but since I made that transfer, Bruno has still outscored Haaland. This game week it's Everton away. It's not too bad of a fixture, but Branthwaite's back in the team and it is away from home. I bought Sal last game week. He played 90 minutes against Burnley at home. His team scored 2 goals, but he didn't get a goal or an assist. He gets a second bite at the cherry with another easy fixture this game week, Wolves at home. Sharda himself has some very easy fixtures coming up. Brighton at home this game week's pretty average, but then it's Burnley away, Bournemouth away, Wolves at home, Leeds away, Everton at home. It doesn't come much easier than that. You'll see shortly that Brentford are right at the top of the attacking fixtures. A couple of game weeks ago I was a bit sceptical to bring Rice in because he's got a low ceiling, but he's gone and got 19 points in 2 game weeks. I'm not going to fall for the recency bias. I don't think he's a great option, so when it comes to blank game week 31 it won't be one of the priorities for me to put on the bench. I am more likely to sell him before then. Remember earlier when I mentioned how good Brentford's fixtures are from an attacking perspective? Here they are right at the top of the ticker. If you need to buy a midfielder, I think Sharda's a great option. He's only mid-priced. If you need to go a bit cheaper, Dango Uretara is a good option as well. And if you need to buy a forward, Thiago's my favourite option this game week, even if you've got plenty of budget. If you can't see a world where you're not going to captain Palmer this game week, then you could always buy him, but it's difficult fixtures after this game week. Don't forget, I'm planning on buying Haaland next game week, and Palmer will probably fund it with those difficult fixtures. Another option if you've got plenty of money for a midfielder, don't write Salah off. Obviously he's not been that good this season, but we've got to look forwards and not backwards. He's getting the minutes again, he's got decent fixtures, and he's still on penalty duties. The ceiling is still there, he's just not hit it for a while. The signs are still there. He's got 3 attacking returns in his last 4 matches since he started playing again. You just never know. First I'm going to cover forwards, then transfers, then captaincy. So starting with the forwards, I've got Thiago. I've kept him through the difficult fixtures, and right now he's probably the best forward in the game outside of Haaland. Brighton at home this game week, like I mentioned with Sharda, is pretty average, but it gets very easy after this. Watkins has an okay fixture against Leeds at home as well. He only featured for 73 minutes last game week and he did blank. 73 expected minutes means he's probably going to start this game week and he probably will get subbed off just before the end. But he's got some easy fixtures coming up. Leeds at home, Wolves away, Chelsea at home, United away. Those two haven't defended well this season. West Ham at home is easy as well. Forest away is not difficult either. He's not really giving me a good case to sell him, although I would probably prefer to get another forward. In fact, if we consider the transfers, I'll probably roll this game week and sell Watkins next game week to buy Haaland. And another player that I'm planning on selling is Palmer because he's got difficult fixtures. Let's take a look at the captain matrix and see why. So whilst this video has been recorded, Haaland's flagged in the game right now. But if he's fit to play next game week, he's got Leeds away, Forest at home and West Ham away, and I do plan on captaining him in all of those fixtures. That's not locked in. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my best captain video. Also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my team selection video either. I'll be deciding whether I'm going to buy him or not in these videos. It will be a pretty big double transfer, but I'm going to have to roll my free transfer this game week to make it an option next game week. There's no transfers that stand out anyway. As per my best captain video, my game week 27 captain's locked in, which is Palmer. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Patreon. That's where my team reveal will be posted, because this whole team isn't locked in overall.